That's where I live and what I like.
Everywhere I go, stupidity. Everywhere. Divested femininity. You're feminine when you divest in your own community. The only group of idiotic females on the planet that will tell the entire world that I'm not a woman until I give up the men in my community. I'm not a woman, unless I give up my community, period. Do you know how stupid this sounds? I mean, they don't know how stupid it sounds. They think that they're making some sort of improvement to their lives. No, you're not. See, in the real world where people live and real things happen and there's not fairy tales that exist in people's heads every goddamn 5 to 15 seconds, anybody is capable of hurting you. Any relationship can be toxic no matter what the color of the man's skin or woman's skin. Any relationship can be successful. But for some reason in divested communities, in the divested fucking platforms that they have on YouTube here, they believe that only being with a non-black man or non-black human being is going to be the most successful relationship that they choose. How stupid can you be? How wrong you are. Look at who these females choose. And I don't give a damn if they get mad when I talk about this. I don't care. Look at who they choose. I don't give a damn if the man has money. Look at who they choose. Dude, at this point, there's no reason to be mad. There's no reason to get upset. Let these women do what they want to do. Let them have all the fun they want. Let them just denounce the black community, because we don't need people like them in the community that don't want to be here. Let them show how sluttish, how thottish their behavior can be. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. Let them have as much fun as they want to have with these non-black men. And then when these non-black men treat them like shit, when they abuse them, they get no help. I don't care if you don't like what I say. The one thing that I will never do, and I have said it before, is I'm not going to take pleasure in a black woman dying who divests. I've talked about black women that divested and died at the hands of their white partners, non-black partners. But I don't take any pleasure in it because I'm not a sick fuck. But what I'm saying is, they want to denounce black men. White men are so much better. Non-black men are so much better. Let those men protect you. When those men beat the shit out of you, when those men take your lives, your family has to deal with that because you're no longer here. You chose to be with that man becomes your protector. If that man abuses you, you're in an abusive relationship with him, don't come looking at the black community or black men in particular to help you, because we don't have any reason to. Remember, just because somebody's black don't mean they're kinfolk, right? No, all skin folk. What's that phrase? All skin folk ain't kinfolk. There you go. Over the years, this bothered me a lot because I just don't like seeing my black women with these types of men, especially due to the history these men have of doing what they've done to our women. Now, I'm not saying that black men haven't done certain things in the community to their women as well, but these white men have a history of doing the most vile and despicable things to our females. But these females still run and flock to these men. They'll take these men's side and defend these men against their own people, their own community, their own men. When these men do wrong to these women, when these men kill these women will still find an excuse to make for this particular man that has murdered their sisters, that has murdered their mother, that has murdered a family member of theirs. They will still make an excuse, but they'll throw the book, they'll give all the fire and smoke to the black man. It's absolutely amazing, and you think about it, it's fucking sad as hell, but at the same time, when you start not to care like I don't care anymore, you just don't give a shit. It is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. They want to be happy with these men, let them be happy with these men. There ain't no reason for me to keep on making videos about this unless it's something that's really important. Like if something happened and, It's a situation where I told you so. I'll do videos like that, but there's no reason for me to continue to make videos about these interracial, you know, pairings and shit. Everybody's pushing it. Netflix is pushing it. Disney's pushing it. Amazon is pushing it with their various shows. They always put these white men with these either biracial light-skinned females or these dark-skinned black women. That's the agenda. The agenda is to push the white man and the black woman together. That's what it is. That's what it is. The same black women out there that have so much, vitriol for interracial relationships when it comes to black men and white women. How come it's okay for you to flaunt your white man all over Facebook, Instagram, and other forms of social media, but when a black man flaunts his non-black woman, all of a sudden it's a problem? Don't tell me it's not, because it is. You make all these goddamn complaints about, oh, he's with this Becky and this and that, but then it's okay for you to flaunt your white man all around fucking Facebook and all around the public for everybody to see, like you struck gold, like you've got it, like you struck it rich. Okay, I'm not advocating for black men to date out their community either, because I don't believe in interracial dating as far as I'm concerned. But I find it to be a bunch of hypocrisy, because it's okay to talk about how much you love your white man, you show him off, you flaunt him, you're happy you got one. Then when the black man is doing the same with his white woman, all of a sudden it's a problem. A lot of you are just full of shit. A lot of you make up fucking lies. A lot of you listen to people that want to make you feel good about yourselves, but they don't tell you about the flaws you have, and that's a fucking problem. The men out here are telling you what the flaws are. The men are not perfect either. They have already told you. No man out here is going to lie and say he's perfect and he's better than you. That's impossible. And the ones that are doing that, if they are, they're full of shit. But the men that tell these black women exactly what they need to be doing better about themselves, black women don't like that. They hate you for it. They argue with you. And they only go to simps who will make them feel good about themselves, because when you make them feel good about themselves, they don't have to worry about the bad qualities that they have, because it doesn't matter. Nobody's calling them out on their bullshit. So that's the whole point. I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit. I no longer care about the interracial agenda. I'll talk about it if I desire to, but I don't really have any desire to talk about it anymore. Most of you, or all of you really, are just full of shit.